Hello, everyone. This is Lisa from Happytohook Creations. I'm going to turn my phone off because if not, it'll mess up everything. Today is, excuse me, it is Saturday, but you're going to be viewing this on Sunday. Hopefully not Monday because I've been having problems with uploading, but it might just be later on Sunday because it's Abby's birthday tomorrow and we've got like a big day planned. So it is, oh my gosh, it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30. It's almost 8:30. And today was the craft show. It was different. Yeah, I stopped and got me a cinnamon latte. Cinnamon, it's so good. It's only got 200 and some odd calories in it. I think 270. And I like cinnamon, so it worked out great. So this event was the first event of some friends of mine that I met during the Macon County Fair, my 3-day event. She told me that this event was coming. It unfortunately happened on the same day that our Apple and Pork Fest was going on. So you know where I'm going with this. The show was from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and it was not busy at all. We had maybe 10 people from 1 to 5 come in. That's it. And I'm not exaggerating or underestimating. It was about 10 people. And I think the event itself was really good. We had some really good vendors. The room looked really great. It was decorated really nicely. So the only thing that was against us was the fact that we had this event going on that's a yearly event that attracts thousands of people because there's so much going on. So with that being said, a lot of the vendors packed up and left at 5. It was supposed to, last until 7, but, they were not even making their booth money back. So there you go. I was not one of those people. You learn, right? It's a lesson learned. Me personally, I like the people that I met. We had a good time. There was a lot of vendors. Amanda and the kids came out and they hung out for a couple of hours. We were just kind of chatting and walking around and, purchasing stuff because you got to support your small businesses. You just have to. So 5 o'clock rolled around. We lost more than half of our vendors. There was only 18 of us to begin with. So by the time everybody left, it was me, like the Scentsy, a lady who sewed items, like little mug rugs and stuff. She had the cutest little stuff there at her table. And we also had like Mary Kay. We had a Mary Kay lady. We had somebody who sold cocoa bombs and jewelry. And there was one other person, Tupperware, the Tupperware person. So they remained until the drawing. They had a drawing. So if you came into the show or to the event, you were handed a ticket. And they also had a voting booth or a voting contest. So the people that came in could vote for their favorite booth. So they had that. And then they had some really nice baskets that you could buy raffle tickets to win. So they did that at 6 o'clock. Then when 6 o'clock rolled around, more vendors left. I think we lost like 3 more vendors. So at 6:30, they announced the bar was right next to us. Okay. The entryway to the bar and the slots and everything. So they announced that there was a band coming and that it was going to get loud. They were just kind of giving us a heads up. They're going to be rehearsing until, the actual show started. And so we were thinking a band that draws in people. So then I called Jack because I rode with Amanda And so he was going to come pick me up so that I could get everything packed up into the car. So I called him and I said, you know, they told me that there's a band coming and I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave right now. So I told him, come and get me at like 7:30, 7:45-ish. I'm really glad that I did. Yeah. So what they did, one of the ladies that was sponsoring the event went in there. They gave her the mic and she announced at the bar right before the band was getting ready to play that we still had vendors next door and if they were interested to come over and take a look. Yeah, I had like 3 customers the whole entire day, 3 sales, that's it. Just 3 sales until they announced that. And it was me, like I said, it was me and other people. I was the only crocheter there, crochet/knit, because I had knitting machine items that Abby had made. So needless to say, the band was going to play in about 30 minutes. Yeah, I made hundreds of dollars. Okay. Hundreds in 30 minutes. It was just crazy. I had one lady that bought 6 items from me, 2 of which were shawls. So yeah, I was very happy that I stayed. I've already signed up. I had already signed up and paid for the event November 24th. They have already assured us that they're going to have a billboard. They'll have a Santa and a Mrs. Claus. There's no other events going on that day that they know of, because that's what, they checked while we were there. They were so disappointed with themselves. And I just told them, they're hit or miss. If you do craft shows, they're not always going to be a successful craft show, right? I was very lucky because I stayed. But if I would have left when everyone else was leaving, I would have been out that money, because I had 3 customers and I didn't even have enough. They bought like $3 items, one $3 item, a $15 item, and a $10 item. That was it. It was $50 to get into this event. So had I not stayed, I wouldn't have made any money at all. I would have been out money. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're just not busy. So it is definitely hit or miss. Don't be disappointed if sometimes you have like several successful craft shows and then all of a sudden you don't have anybody that comes in and buys anything. They look, they ask questions, they pick things up, and they put it back down on the table and go on to the next booth. That's what was going on with the, 9 or 10 people that showed up today. The people that bought from me were other vendors. I didn't even have customers that came and bought from me. There were other vendors. So, and God bless the 2 ladies that came. They were celebrating her birthday. She was there with her sister and her best friend. And she was asking I had a Japanese knot bag. That was a pattern that I used from Crystal at Bag O' Day. She bought that. I had the summer shawl on if you follow my Facebook, you'll see that I had the shawl that I made. I used the sugar wool cotton with the sparkles in it. I made a summer shawl, and it was the one that made its own edging as you were crocheting it. I made like 4 or 5 of them. And she purchased 2. She bought that one and she bought the blue one that I made. She also purchased 2 of my messy bun hats. She got, the knot bag, 2 messy bun hats. Oh, and she bought a circular boho vest from Hector, the one that I made from Hector Nuga 1. And there was one, and a bucket hat. I had a bucket hat. She bought that as well. I was just like, and I thanked her. We stood there and we had a nice little conversation. And then when it was over, and the lady that she was with, her sister, was celebrating her 70th birthday. Yeah, you heard me right. 70. So when they bought everything, the lady was moving around because the music was starting to play. She goes, all right, I'm done. She's like, I loved your booth, everything. She was just praising my items, and I thanked her, and she says, it's time to go dance. She's like, I got to get my groove on. And off she went. So I thought that was just fabulous. They were so wonderful. And I'm so glad I stayed. Guys, sometimes that instinct, I wasn't discouraged at all, because I've had craft shows that are just, that just weren't even worth the money going into it. This one was well organized. Like I said, the only thing that the only reason we weren't busy was because it was our Apple and Pork Fest weekend. It happens. But I'm glad I stayed, because then I ended up making over $300 in 30 minutes. Guys, that was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And then I called Jack and I said, come and get me. I'm ready to go home. So I'm like, I'm done. We were busy. And he says, I'm already on my way. So we got everything loaded up, and man, it's been a long day. I need a nap, and it's getting dark here. So the sun is setting, and that's why I've got the light on. So anyway, don't get discouraged if you go to a craft show and you don't get the money back that you paid into it. It's only happened to me twice in the 7 or 8 years that I've been doing this. Twice I've come back without getting back what I put into it. I've learned a lot. The first time I was, really new to craft shows, didn't have the stuff that they wanted, things like that. It was really important, or it is really important, that you prepare for the season that you're in. So I didn't sell any loveys, didn't sell any blankets. I had 2 baby blankets. Didn't sell any regular hats. I sold the 2 messy buns to that one lady that bought all that stuff. I had my scarf and cowl sets. No one even looked at them. It's just, and it was 74 degrees today. So, yeah, sometimes it happens. But, yeah, you just regroup and move on to the next thing. So I'm very happy that I got back. I was only expecting, I was just really pushing to try to get 1 or 2 sales when the people from the bar started coming in. But yeah, I was like totally shocked. That lady was like, yep, I'll take 2 of those. Give me that. Will this fit a 6-year-old? Will this fit we were just, I'm standing there and we're talking to each other. And, I had several other people after that. And then, yeah, so it was, like I said, it was 50 to get in. I made over 300. But before that bar announcement and before I decided to stay, I only had $35 in. So, I was very grateful. But man, it was so slow, you guys. Hold on. Getting a phone call. It was so slow. Twiddling your thumbs kind of slow, but the night ended well. So it was all good for me anyway. I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little different. I got my new tripod. I'm still trying to kind of figure out the way I want it positioned, but I'm in the middle. Usually I've got my, it's attached to the table. It's not a tripod, so I can't really say that, but that's usually how I film, is when it's there. So now I'm straight back. So now you can see both of my shelving. You usually see this one and the one that I have right here, which is my cotton. So I bought this little thing here. It's 2 of them put together. They had plastic carts with wheels. I actually have the wheels right here, but Jack put them together for me, and then Amanda put all my stuff up. This is my I Love Lucy, and of course that's my sign. But these little carts right here were $49.99, I think, or $39, on sale for $19.99 at Joann Fabrics. I had $5 rewards points, which I used, and then if you ordered it curbside, you got 20% off. So that's what I did. I'm not sure. I know I ordered other items. I'm gonna make a temperature blanket that Rose from Rose Likes Crochet is making. So I'm probably just gonna, we're in September. I would really like to make it because I really liked the colors. So I was missing a couple of colors and I bought those. So I'm not sure if the 20% off was on my yarn, and I don't know where the receipt went. But if I can find it, I'll look it up. But even, $20 for each of them is not bad. And it goes, I don't know if this will move, but it goes all the way down to the floor. It has, there you go. So there it is. It has all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves. There is a 6th one. It's sitting in the chair. It's got all my yarn in it that I bought when I was with Amanda. But I really liked it. The yarn that was here, the anniversary cakes, I didn't like that there. It was there and it was kind of leaning. It was driving me crazy. So I was not going to Joann Fabrics to buy these carts at all. I was going to get my yarn. And then when I noticed that I had that coupon, I just went in my car and sat down and put curbside and just waited for it to be ready. So, hi, Abigail.
Took my chair.
Yes, Abigail.
Lame.
I've got her gifts wrapped, and she was just like, Mom, just give me a hint. I just need one hint, Mom. Just one. I'm like, oh, no problem. I got you. Here's your hint. They're your birthday presents. She didn't like that answer. Oh my goodness, guys. It was so hilarious. I cannot wait until tomorrow. I'm like super excited. I think I'm more excited than she is. I think now I got this thing a little crooked. So yeah, I'm just playing around with it. I'm sorry if it's kind of wonky, but I definitely wanted to show you guys that it was done. I do not know how to pronounce these little cubby things. It's a really weird, it's AWTOTOS, and I got it at Amazon. Okay, so Autotus, I don't know, but that's where these little cubbies came from. And just keep looking for them, because a lot of times they'll go as high as like 37 or 47% off if you catch them. See, I got mine when they were having a deal day or something. I had ordered them, but they were not in stock because so many people were getting them. But I got a good deal for them. I don't know. So I've got 24. Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yep. I've got 24 of each one of these. And then I have 18 on my cotton ones. And that's about all I can fit in here. I finally got everything organized. It looks so great. This is my shipping station. It's got my bags, my business cards, my little sleeves for my labels. Everything is on that little table. My scale. So yeah. So I have everything. It looks so good in here. But guess what? My bedroom, it's still a mess. My guest room, oh my gosh. I have a lot of cake yarn, and I'm just trying to figure out where to put it. So I might have to order more of these little cubies and put it right here, because I don't have any space, anything in front of my window. So there's nothing there. So I could probably order another like 15 or 16 of them and just put my cake yarn there. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Because I've got all this space right here under my window, and I don't want to crowd it over here. I just love that it's so open. So those, my bookshelves, if you guys look at my older videos, it just looked really small. And then we got, we started putting these up, and I'm like, man, it really makes a big difference with the space. It just, I don't know, maybe, what do you guys think? Do you think it looks bigger? The room looks bigger to me. And I just love this shelving right here. I love that. So I measured, and between these two, I think it was 19 inches. The cart is 17.7 inches. So it fit perfect. And then Amanda was here the other day, and she's like, Mom, why don't you put those on top? And I'm like, because I don't want to get on a step ladder and I can't reach it. So guess what? She just walked right up there, picked up a thing and put it up there. Because Amanda's like, she's 5'8". I'm the only short one. Well, Abby's short, but I'm short, and I don't like standing on those things. They're too wobbly, and I got my knee's only 7 years old. If you guys remember, I had just gotten a knee replacement. So she put them up there, and I thought, that's great. So even behind here, there are anniversary cakes. That's what's holding them up. So she's got those up for me. I love when she comes over. She's like, Mom. Well, she's a little OCD, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. She was just like, you still have this stuff here? And I'm like, yep, I do. I haven't figured it out yet, but I told you I was going to take my time and do it. And she was like, well, let me help. So she helped me finish things up. We got everything organized, and I think it looks so great in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in my craft room. And this person's persistent. I'm going to go in my craft room, my guest room. I have a bin. I've got, lots of containers. I'm just going to grab one that's got yarn in it, whip something up, roll it up in a ball, use my ball winder if there's nothing that I want to make right away, and then I'll find a place for it. But if I make something, I won't have to worry about finding a place for the yarn, right? So I might have extra stuff to show you guys. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. It's late. I'm tired. It's been a really, really long day. I still have to get all the decorations up while she's asleep so she won't know that they're, she doesn't know what I bought. We got this banner that says happy 16th birthday. And the 16 looks like it's got diamonds, so it's real blingy. And we got her a, she's talking her friends over. We've got her a tiara and a sash. Oh, my baby is 16, you guys. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow is going to be fun. I am excited. They're going to announce it at church and everything. So this is going to be great. So I'm hoping, like I said, it's late. I'm going to try to get this uploaded, and hopefully you guys will be seeing it on Sunday, her actual birthday. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it done tonight. If I do, it'll be late, and I'd rather just do it in the morning. For Sunday morning, since it's been such a long day. The car isn't even unloaded yet. It's still chock full of everything. So we got to go and still unload. And then I got to find me some dinner because I'm starving. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble. So this was a coffee, crochet, and craft show result. That's what this one was. And thank you so much. So if you guys haven't had this, it was, what is it called? Cinnamon swirl, cinnamon twist, maybe? It's some kind of cinnamon latte at Panera Bread. I have their little cards, so sometimes you get rewards, and I hardly ever buy them. I have so much coffee of my own. But after today, I needed it. It was a really long day. You guys know how that works when you're not really busy. It just seems to drag on forever. And it did. It ended well for me, so I was really happy. But yeah, even if it didn't, I would have was like, okay, chalk it up for a miss and go from there. So thank you so much for watching and listening to me. I appreciate it. I hope you're liking the craft room. I am loving it. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it so much, you guys. It's so great. I don't know what I would do with that, my little Amanda. I did have a little video of her putting things together. So if I can add that after this, I will. If I can't, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I got to get some food. I'm not kidding. I get hangry. So I'm going to get off here. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm sorry it's so late, but yeah, I'm glad I stayed, like I said. And it was a success, but at first I really just didn't think it was going to be. So hit or miss. Let's see. I got another video coming out because I've got to show you my mystery yarn challenge stuff. So I'll be doing that as well. You guys, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's all I've got for you. So I will see you when I see you. Happy hooking. Bye.